Hello, dear kids. Welcome back to the e-learning class of English. I hope you all are fine and doing your works on time. Now, kids, today we are cover three topics. Two from your Cornerstone Grammar and Composition Skills book, and the last topic, third one, is formal letter, which is the part of your writing section. So, let's start with the grammar portion. Kids, in your previous chapter, you have already learned that what is an adjective. Okay, an adjective describes a noun or pronoun, or you can say that an adjective is a describing word which adds meaning to a noun or pronoun. In your previous video, we have explained you very nicely, and I hope that adjectives are clear to everyone. Now, in today's session, the first topic which I will teach you is chapter 9, comparison of adjectives. Okay, in this chapter, you will learn about the degrees of comparison. Kids, there are 3 degrees of comparison. Okay, the first one is positive degree, the second one is comparative degree, and the third one is superlative degree. So there are 3 degrees: positive degree, comparative degree, and superlative degree. Look at the example. Here you can see on your screen there is a picture of 3 boys. Okay, you can see 3 boys, Ajay, Vijay and Rajesh. And I have written a sentence over there. For the first one, I have written that Ajay is a tall boy. The next one, I have compared Ajay and Vijay. And I have written there that Vijay is taller than Ajay. And in the last one, I have compared Rajesh with Ajay and Vijay. So the sentence which I have written there is Rajesh is the tallest of the 3 boys. So these 3 examples are related to the degrees of comparison. Now let's understand this. So if I say Ajay is a tall boy, it will come here, tall will come under positive degree. You know, tall is an adjective and it will come under positive degree. Now let's understand what is positive degree. The simplest form of the adjective is known as the positive degree. And these adjectives are used to describe. We don't compare in this form of adjectives. Like in the example you have seen, Ajay is a tall boy. I have used the simplest form tall in this sentence, and I have not compared Ajay with anyone. Now the second form of adjective is comparative degree. Now comparative degree is used to compare 2 people or things. In the example, I have compared Ajay and Vijay. And I have used the word taller. So that will come under what? Comparative degree. So comparative degree, remember, when we are comparing 2 people or things, it will come under comparative degree, and comparative degree is always followed by the word then. And the last one is superlative degree. Superlative degree means when we are comparing more than 2 people or things. And in superlative degree, we always use the word the before the adjective. Okay, when the adjective is in superlative form, then at that time what we use the word the. Like in the example sentence, I have written there that Rajesh is the tallest of the 3 boys. Here I am comparing what? Rajesh with Ajay and Vijay. And the adjective which I have used there is tallest. So it will come under superlative degree. I hope the 3 degrees are clear to you all. Now look at your screen. You can see some examples of positive, comparative and superlative degree. Let's read it. Happy, happier, happiest. Good, better, best. Useful, more useful, most useful. Young, younger, youngest. Sweet, sweeter, sweetest. Hot, hotter, hottest. So here are some examples. Just go through some. There are some more examples in your book. Go through those examples. It will be more clear to you then. Now moving on to the next thing. The points to remember. Always remember that we use as, adjective as, or not as, adjective as, to show that a quality is possessed or not possessed respectively in equal amounts by two people or things. When we are doing comparison, remember we use as, adjective as well. Okay, like for example, Kavita is as tall as Janvi. Here I am comparing Kavita and Janvi. But here I have not used the word then or taller. But this sentence is also correct. For comparing, we use as well. In the next sentence, we are saying that Kavita is not as bright as Janvi. Here as well, we are doing the comparison by using the word as, adjective, not as, adjective as. So, it doesn't mean that always in comparative degree you are going to use the word in adjectives in comparative form. If you compare using the words as, adjective as, that is also correct. Now, the second point which you need to remember is we never use double comparative or double superlative in a sentence. Okay, like if I say Sam is more taller than Kunal, here I have used two comparative degree, that is more and taller. That is wrong. We never use double comparative or superlative degrees. Here it will be Sam is taller than Kunal. So whenever you are framing a sentence or whenever you are using these degrees, always remember that don't use double comparative or double superlative degrees. Now, adjective of quantities are also used to make comparison. We use this adjectives of quantity for comparison, like more, less, fewer, as many as few as much as little as. Now let's see how we are using it. More, when we are comparing countable as well as uncountable noun, we use the word more. Less is used when we want to compare uncountable noun and we want to show the difference between two uncountable nouns. That time we use less. Fewer is used to compare countable noun. As many as is used to compare countable noun. Now, as few as, it is used to compare countable noun. Whereas we use as much as or as little as to compare uncountable nouns. You all know what is countable and uncountable noun. So on the basis of that, you are going to use this adjectives of quantity in a sentence to make a comparison. It will be more clear to you through some example. So let's see the example. Like here I have written, the dictionary gives more information than the old one. Here I have compared dictionary and new dictionary with the old one. So here I have not used any any comparative adjective. Here I have used the word more. So more is also used to show that we are doing a comparison. Now next is Lata is less careful than Rahul. Here we have used the word less. Okay, less careful is also used in comparative degree. After that, Gayatri had as many books as Manju. Here the degree, here I have compared the books. Okay, and the books is countable noun. You can count the number of books you possess. So for countable noun, we use as many as. So here the comparison is done through the words as many as. So the sentence is Gayatri had as many books as Manju. Now the last example, Dipti eats as little food as Divya. Here we are comparing what food. We are talking about the main thing is food. So here we are comparing uncountable noun. So here what we will use? We will use as little as. I hope that comparison of adjectives is clear to everyone, and now you will be able to use these words, these sentences in a proper way. Moving on to our next topic, that is chapter 10, order of adjectives. So what is order of adjectives? Like when we use two or more than two adjectives with a noun, okay? Along with a noun, in order to describe a noun, we are using two or more than two adjectives. We follow a certain order, and these adjectives are placed according to the types. So let's see how we are placing it. The order which we follow are, first we write the quality, then size, after that age, shape, color, origin, material, and purpose. So the order which we follow using the adjective before the noun is that first we write the quality, size, age, shape, color, origin, material, and purpose. So kids, learn it so that it will be easy for you to use it while speaking. So let's see an example. Okay, first example is old large wooden box. Here box is the noun. So how we are going to place it? First what we will do, we will see old. Old means it is age. Large means size. Wooden means it is the material. So first we are going to place the size, then age, then material. So the correct order is large old wooden box. Next is Chinese wrinkled old man. Okay, so man is the noun. Chinese is the origin. Wrinkled means what? Wrinkled means the quality of the man. Old means age. So first what we will write? We will write the quality, then the size, then the age. After that, the origin. So the correct order is wrinkled old Chinese man. I hope this order of adjectives is clear to everyone. Let's move to our next topic, that is writing section, and today you will learn about letter writing. Kids, letter writing is a means of written communication in which you pass the message or you write the message and convey it to the other person. Now, there are two kinds of letter, that is formal letter and informal letter. Formal letters means official letter which you are writing to your principal, school, office, etc. Whereas Informal letters are the personal letters which you write to your relatives or parents, friends, etc. So the difference between formal and informal letter is that formal letter is official letter which you write to school, colleges, official bodies, etc. Whereas informal letters are the personal letter which you write to your parents, friends, relatives, etc. In today's session, you will learn the format of formal letter. How to write a formal letter. So first what you should write the address of the sender. Okay, whosoever is writing the letter, you have to mention, like the person has to mention their address. After that, date. Then the address of the receiver. It means to whom you are writing. Then the subject of the letter. For what reason you are writing the letter. After that, what you will write? After that, you will write greeting or salutation. It means you will write sir or ma'am or dear sir or madam. Like if you are familiar with the person. If you are writing to your principal, teachers and all, you will use dear sir or madam. But if you are writing the letter to any stranger, like if you are writing to the bank manager or somebody else, so that time you will use the word sir and madam. After that, body of the letter. Here you will write the content for what purpose you are writing the letter. After that, next is, then you will write thanking you and then complimentary close. It means here you will write yours obediently, truly, faithfully, sincerely, etc. And then name and your designation, like in which class you are studying or your roll number. Okay, so I hope the format of formal letter is clear to everyone and you will be able to write letter by your own. Thank you, kids. If you have any doubt related to this topic, then you can ask me during the live session as well as try to complete the exercises by your own. Thank you.